Take one for the team, they said. I doubt you'll be that late, they said. Meanwhile, 3 hours later, I'm late for school, and I've completely missed the test we were supposed to have today. Not like it matters anyway. I didn't care enough to study for it, so I guess I can brush up on my knowledge now. The irritating thing is, I could be ditching, but instead I'm stuck with you. You haven't moved once in the past 3 hours, and I'm supposed to wait around to give you an explanation on why you're here, and then apologize for it. Even though we were all at fault, those other idiots couldn't be bothered to wait around with me. How rude, don't you think? Silent as always, how delightful. Oh well, I guess I could crack open a book while I'm here. I have been reading a classic recently. Maybe I could get a few chapters in. Alright, I can't do this. I can't just ignore you. I've been trying to do that for the past 3 hours, and instead I've just been staring at you mindlessly, trying to figure out what to say, how to say it, and how to make you believe that we weren't really trying to hurt you, and that you shouldn't sue us. Oh dear, maybe I should have spent more time on that, and less time bitching and moaning about being ditched by my classmates. Alright, Nakamura, just calm down, calm down. Everything's going to be fine. I'm sure you still have plenty of time before they wake up. You can think of something to say. Come on, you want to be a diplomat? This is what you need to do. You have to figure out how to interact with people, how to talk to people. Okay. I am calm now, I am calm. Alright, no I'm not. It would be so much easier if the others were here, or if another teacher was here. But instead, Koro-sensei only decided to show up to tell me that I'm not going anywhere until you wake up and I've apologized. Oh, how wonderful this has turned out to be. Okay, deep breaths. Deep breath in. Let it out. Once again, in. And let it all out. Alright, that stopped me from hyperventilating for a moment, and now the anxiety is back. Come on. Think of what you need to say to them. Alright, what I need to say to them is just, please don't sue us for being completely negligent. No, that's not going to work. Let's see, let's go over it one more time. We were just jumping from roof to roof to... Oh, and our assassination skills. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to explain that. We were jumping from roof to roof, practicing for, a gymnastics tournament. No, that sounds way too stupid to ever be believable. Alright, we were jumping from roof to roof because we're kids and that's what kids do. No, that sounds even more negligent than before. Okay, let's see. Jumping from roof to roof because we were already running late for school and there was a lot of traffic and... No, that still isn't believable. After all, if there had been traffic, they surely would have seen it, and they would immediately know that that story is a lie. Okay, come on. I can't tell the truth, but every lie I come up with is just another reason to sue us. Alright, come on, think of something. Maybe, try to be nice to them. Yeah, usually that works. Everyone always says that you can make a lawsuit go away just by apologizing, but... You still have to give an explanation about why they're in the hospital in case they don't remember. After all, they were knocked unconscious when they hit their head. It is very likely that they won't remember this. Oh God, we really are terrible people. At this point, we deserve to get sued. I wholeheartedly believe that at this point. Oh dear. So... Are you feeling alright? Yes, you are in a hospital, but there's no need to worry. You're not in any danger. You're completely stable. Your vitals seem fine. At least that's what the doctor said the last time she came in. Something tells me that hasn't changed since no alarms have been going off and no one's rushed in here. Oh dear. You don't remember how you got here. Well, that's a little bit of a difficult subject. See, I may or may not have sent you here. What I mean is, I was going to school with my friends, and, you know what? I'm just gonna start off by introducing myself. My name is Ryo Nakamura, and you are? Well, that's certainly a nice name. I really like what you're wearing today. It seems very appropriate for this weather, and certainly very stylish. The point I'm trying to make is, I wanted to be friendly and introduce myself because, well, we were rushing to school, and we were, jumping from roof to roof in order to do so. The thing is, I may or may not have slipped and missed a ledge at one point, and I then may or may not have landed on the ground. Or rather, I would have landed on the ground if you hadn't been there to break my fall. Yeah, I wish I could say I was joking, but really, that's what happened. I said before, I'm not joking. I landed right on top of you, you hit your head, and then we called an ambulance immediately because, well, you were bleeding quite a bit, and you'd been knocked unconscious, so we thought that you had a concussion and that you were going to die. Why were we on the rooftops? That's an excellent question, and, I don't exactly know how to answer that question. I'll be completely honest, I really should have tried to figure that out a bit more, but I was panicking a little. I was really worried that you were going to wake up and start yelling at me and threatening to sue me, and I'm enough of a problem child already. I really don't think my family can handle a lawsuit. Yeah, have you ever heard of Kanukigaoka Junior High? Yeah, that's the place. We were jumping from roof to roof because, well, do you know about what they do to the students in E-class there? Alright, you don't. Well, allow me to explain. We're basically the bottom of the food chain there, so they decided that our classroom was going to be on top of an incredibly dangerous mountain. We have to climb that mountain every morning. And my fellow classmates and I thought that maybe, if we honed our leaping skills and our climbing skills, maybe instead of being on the ground with all of the snakes and all of the rocks and everything that could actually kill us, we could go through the trees and try to climb up the mountain that way. That plan worked for a little while, and we got some good practice in, but then there was an accident. I miscalculated the distance between two rooftops, and now you and I are here. Oh, believe me, that's not even the worst of it. We have to study without air conditioning, we're given completely out-of-date textbooks, if we're given textbooks at all, and oftentimes we aren't informed about what topics we're going to be learning about in order to cover information for the final, which means that we always tank the final. It's really not that fair being in E-class, so I suppose the point I'm trying to make is, though I did hurt you, I am truly sorry about that, and it would really make my day better if you could refrain from pressing charges. Well, yes, you certainly are well within your rights to do so. I did injure you, and I'll admit that I was being negligent. However, I would like to state that I will happily help you out until you're fully healed, and I will do pretty much anything you want as long as it's, legal. Well, depending on how illegal it is, I might be willing to do it anyway. But, I'm willing to offer you any service you can think of, as long as you don't sue. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to explain why I'd rather do that than suffer through a lawsuit, but, just trust me, it's better for the both of us. What services can I provide? Well, I could get your groceries, I could run errands for you, I could help you out around the house, in the mornings and in the afternoons, maybe even in the evenings if I'm okay with being late for supper, but I don't think my parents would really care since I tend to run late anyway, so that wouldn't be an issue. I could probably try to get to your house around lunchtime to help you out then as well. Well, the doctor said that you may or may not have broken both arms when you were so rudely crushed by me landing on top of you. I know it's bad. You can yell at me now if you want. You are well within your rights to do so. You're not going to yell at me? May I ask why? You don't think I deserve it? That's utterly ridiculous, you realize that, right? I was jumping from roof to roof and being completely negligent, and I injured you. I am certainly happy that you're not going to sue me, but yelling at me... Again, glad you're not doing it, but I really do think you're wrong about me not deserving it. Huh? Really? You're currently at the bottom of the food chain in your school? I see. So, because of that, I'm guessing you feel a bit of sympathy for us? Really? More than just a bit? Why's that? Oh, so your school doesn't mistreat the bottom of the class as badly as Kanukigaoka Junior High. That makes sense. Not a lot of schools do that, and because of this, everyone thinks that our school is the best of the best, but really, we're just run on blind fear. Yeah, it is fear. See, everyone wants to be at the top of the class because they're afraid of falling to the bottom. That's mostly because, again, the dangerous hike up to the classroom, no air conditioning in the buildings. In summertime, I'm sure you can imagine how irritating that is. Well, less irritating and more like you're gonna get heat stroke if you wear anything with sleeves. It's rather eventful during the summer. So many kids pass out, and it's so fun to watch until it happens to you. Not to mention the textbooks and the unfair exams. No one wants to be at the bottom of the class, so everyone is fearfully drawn to being the best. So, yeah, it does make it seem like we are the best school since so many people are afraid of slipping that they don't allow themselves to slip. But, I digress. You're saying that you're not going to yell and you're not going to sue because you have sympathy for us? Well, that's certainly nice. But still, I do need to do something to repay you for this. You seriously can't think of anything? Come on, rack that brain of yours. I know it was jostled around quite a bit earlier, but surely you must have a thought in there somewhere. Okay, that was quicker than I thought. What did you come up with? Huh? You just want me to be your friend? I take it then you're the loner kid at school. Alright, well, that doesn't make much sense. You seem very kind and sociable to me, but alright, if you really don't have many friends, sure, I'll be your friend. Do you still want me to come by and help you out? Alright, what times work best for you? Oh, hold on. Let me get a notepad and write that down. Okay, and in the mornings, best time is... Alright, do you want me to stop by at lunch? Alright, I will. And in the afternoons/evenings? Alright, I've got it down. Now, is there anything else I should know before helping you out? Oh, yes, of course, your address, that would most certainly be useful. Wait a second, could you repeat that? How is that even possible? You and I live right next door to each other. It's funny, I've never seen you before in my life. Oh, I see. Your school's a bit farther away, so you have to wake up earlier to get there. Well, then it makes sense as to why I don't ever see you. I probably have to wake up a lot earlier than you to make the treacherous journey up the mountain. Oh, yes, it's as bad as I say. In fact, probably worse. Huh? Yep. As soon as you're ready for me to leave, I have to go, and I have to climb that mountain and go to a classroom without air conditioning and get scolded by my teacher. What? You want me to ditch and hang out with you? Well, I suppose since we are friends now, it would make sense for us to hang out together, and I did say I'd do whatever you wanted as payment for all of this, so... You know what? Sure, why not? I'll hang out with you, even if it means ditching a class. So, new friend, how about you and I get to know each other a little better?